Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters. I'd like to welcome you all being here tonight. So as she said, tonight I'm going to be talking about, are you a boss or are you a leader? What's the difference? Why do you want to be a boss or a leader? So those are really great questions that a lot of us may not know the answer to. Now, how many of you know what you like in a boss or a leader? How many of you have sat down and made a little list? I like this in a leader. I don't like this. I want to be like this person. I don't want to do these things. Well, in working on this project, that is what I had to do. And when I took a look in the mirror, I didn't like what I saw. Now you may ask, why did I not like what I saw? Well, there's a number of reasons. When you're a leader, like in the military, you're stepping up front, you're taking charge, and you're moving forward, right? You're leading the charge, moving forward. I learned, no matter how much I thought, and that's a key word, I thought that's what I was doing, I learned I was not doing that as well as I thought I was. So, how do I go about changing that? What can I do? What steps can I take to become a better, more effective leader? How many of you ever had a boss? What was it about your boss that you did like? Okay.
It's communication skills.
Okay. What is it you didn't like? Was there a lot more, a lot less, same?
I didn't really think about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I've had a lot of bosses that I did not like how they did things. It was a say as I do, don't ask questions, follow the rules, stay within the lines. When you do those types of things, are you creating a leader? Or are you creating a follower and a robot? Who wants a robot? So what do leaders do? Leaders think outside of the box. They solve problems, right? When you're solving problems, you've got to be able to think, to learn, to move forward. Because the way Julianne solves a problem may be different than the way I solve the problem. But if the problem is solved accurately and correctly, does it really matter? I don't think so. The thing is, we all have had some type of leadership. We might have liked it a little bit, but there's nothing we really like. So what I did when I was preparing for this speech tonight is I took some very successful people in my business and I interviewed them. What is it that you liked about the leadership you've worked with? How do you lead people? How do you get people to follow you once you determine you want to lead those people? And they kind of gave me some insight on that. Well, how do you get somebody to follow you? Very interesting question, right? A lot of people want to set down the rules. It's going to be this way. Like I said, how I was raised, and how in the fire service, that's the way it's been for most of my career. Don't ask questions, just do it. But to get people to follow you, they have to buy in to what you're selling. You're selling yourself. You're selling your image, your business model, whatever it is that you want them to do. You're pitching that you are the salesperson. So how are you going to get them to buy in if you don't know who they are? If you don't know where they came from? If you don't know their history? Now, Mr. Bill here has had a different history and life experiences than I have. So if I can't relate to him, how can I get him to buy in on what I want to communicate to him? Same thing with you. Your life experiences has been different than Ms. Merrill's here. So we have to adapt and learn our people. And that's the key word. You learn your people that you are leading and adapt your leadership style to that individual. Now, does that mean you have to do a complete 180? Not necessarily. You might just change one or two little things to be able to show them, open that picture. I mean, you look at some of these pictures on the wall, you get a good idea of where they're at. Well, when you're leading somebody, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to paint this picture of the end goal of where you want them to go. And what I have learned, I was not doing that. That was a hard reality for me because, like I said, I thought, and that was a bad thing. I didn't know. I thought that I had made that change several years ago. But when you become effective leaders, you can build people to be even better leaders, stronger leaders, to be able to take that charge and lead the next generation to where they want to go and where they need to be. So, can we all be leaders? Absolutely, we can. Will some of us have challenges that others will not face? Definitely. But that's what makes each individual person's experience different and unique, and why everybody is different. Everybody learns different, but we all have that opportunity to be successful in whatever area we choose to. We have to work hard at it and learn from our mistakes. Do we learn more from our mistakes or more from our successes? Some people say successes. That's not really true. We learn more from our failures than we do anything else. And I can say I have learned a lot from my failures. Thank you.
That's excellent. If you want to